I said, Gordon. I said, they're talking about we free at last, free at last. I said, that's crap. I'm just going to document us for 10 years. Duke said, well, James, sounds like you got a plan. So I grabbed a couple of cameras, threw them around my neck, and I hit the road. I'm James Alexander, better known as Jim Alexander, born August 7th, 1935. Doing photography since I was 17. We were out behind the barracks shooting dice for nickels and dimes. And this guy said, I bet you $10 you can't make it. I said, bet. He comes back with a little yellow box. And he said, here, this is a camera. When I finished boot camp, I was stationed in Charleston, South Carolina. And I was a diesel engine mechanic. I asked him, I said, what is that? He told me, he said, suppressed camera. He said, I'm the base photographer. He took me around his studio. He was printing pictures. And when I saw the pictures come up out of the water, which is I always said come out of the water, was actual chemicals. When I seen the pictures come out, I was hooked. I started really, really shooting then. Once I came to Atlanta, I started working as a photographer in residence at the Neighborhood Arts Center. People started coming to hang out in my studio at the Neighborhood Arts Center. And I started a mentoring program. There was a lot of people who used to call my studio home at the Whitney. It was 200 years of American art. One woman and no blacks in the exhibit. Benny Andrews, I knew him since the 60s. Benny called me. He said, Jim, we're going down and picket this exhibit. I said, well, I'll be down there. The first big King celebration, that was on his birthday in 1977. Some of my friends were having an anti-Klan rally or march down in Tupelo, Mississippi. Reverend C.T. Vivian told me about it. And this guy here, he kept pulling he had a little pearl handle pistol. He kept pulling it out, showing me. And I opened up my vest. I had two pistols. Okay. That's Duke Ellington's funeral in New York in 1974. There were thousands of people, lined up. And the Smithsonian put this exhibit together on Duke Ellington's life that toured around the world. Okay? And when you came out of the exhibit, that was the last picture you saw. When Atlanta had the first National Black Arts Festival, I had an exhibit there. Gordon surprised me and came to my opening. He remembered what he had said to me 20 years earlier. He said, well, Jim, you ran around and shot what you wanted to shoot.